Okay. My well is not working anymore, and I think it's just the leathers in there. Never done it before, but I think the leathers need to be replaced every couple years, and it has been about 2 years. So I bought a couple, a set here, and it's like 10 bucks or something. I think what happens is in here they get shriveled and you don't get any suction. So I'm gonna try to replace them. Okay, so I'm not gonna pretend I know what I'm doing because I don't. But I am rolling just with an adjustable wrench. There's only a few bolts here. And looks like loosening that one. Oh yeah. Okay, so there's a leather in there. Yeah, this is pretty janky. So I'll replace that with this one. And then the one in here, that is the secondary one. It looks pretty bad as well. So I think I just gotta pop these out and I can get to that. Ooh. Might need an actual socket because that is in there pretty good. That one loose. Get to the other one. Alright, so that is okay. That's the other leather. Yeah, these are pretty shot. So then it looks like kind of sits like that. It's just got a little bolt here to take out. I might need another wrench to hold that side here. I think I probably do. Yeah, I'm gonna need another wrench, which I have. Got that. So that's for that. And then that fits in there. All right, looks like it's a 10 millimeter. Really bad shape after just a couple years. I guess I should take it out in the winter. Take the head off when I'm not using it. Okay. So it's basically like sitting on it like this. Place that. Yeah, this is like very corroded. Torque it to spec. Dude, these little black flies are out of control today. Is it working or what? Okay, I don't want to go crazy. That's on there. Ah, shit. I think that's supposed to be lined up. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be. I think you're supposed to line that up with that. I don't know. That's how it was. I'll just obviously. Don't have to crank it. All right, well, that looks pretty good. How does it go back in? Good question. Okay, I believe something like that. Okay, you can kind of see better in here. So that little center part pops up. So you kind of get that in the center before tightening these down. This is actually like way easier than I thought it was going to be. We use 8. Dude, these freaking flies. Alright. Not there. 17? 17er? I sprayed the dog with bug spray because she was getting tormented. Just like a little bit. I don't know if that's bad or not. But it seems to work. Alright. I'm not going to go crazy tightening this, obviously. But it's got to have some pressure. Alright. So now we can frig with this one. How does this come off? This one is the bad one. Like it's like just ready to break. Oh shit. So you just unscrew this. Maybe? Oh my god. No, it's tucked in there. There's like no way to unscrew this. Okay, so in order to get this out, you really just have to like cut in here. I used pliers and tin snips because this is all just one piece. Like you can't do anything with this. So you just kind of gotta work it out. Not sure how I'm gonna get that back in there. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, this is, oh no, okay, shh, my bad. Well, now it's unscrewing. Okay, sweet. It must have just been so tight in there, I could not unscrew it, or I'm a weakling. Okay, so you unscrew it. You don't have to cut it out. That's easy. I'm like, how is that gonna work, man? But before I do use it, I'm gonna soak these. All right, so it does unscrew. That makes way more sense, dude. All right, so then that goes back on here, and it was only about, you can see, it was about right there. Okay, so that just goes in there, it gets suction, there's a flap in there, and it picks it up. This is really nice and simple. Yeah, that's super tight in there now. That's gonna be a lot of suction, holy crap. Nice, dude. It's gonna be much better, I can already tell. Tighter. Don't get crazy. Alright. So yeah, I mean, you can see how bad these things were. Especially this one. This one was super brittle. And I'm gonna soak this and then we'll test it out. So I just filled it up with water, let it sit for about 10 minutes. You're supposed to do that to prime the pump if you haven't used it in a while. There she goes, she's back in action.